And we're live. Welcome to the Strikeout Beer podcast with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
I'm RD. What up, man?
Here we are, your least favorite podcast. The Saint or not the Saints. The
Oh,
Seahawks
terrible.
just beat the Cardinals 23-20 as the Seahawks kick a field goal with time expiring. Any thoughts on this game?
Well, I mean, the game was over. Myers missed a game-sealing field goal at but they could have put up 10 points, right? Two possessions, and I mean it was great. I thought Kyler led a nice little drive to tie it up at the end. Obviously, Marvin Harrison Jr. getting involved, catching some balls. That touchdown catch was
But he
great.
also had that drop that led
Slapped
to
it up
the
in the air.
interception.
Yeah.
Like that's just you can't drop that, right? It hits you in your hand, you bobble it. He had the chance to bring it in, he just didn't do it.
Yeah.
If you're supposed to be an elite receiver, you can't, which Harrison's supposed to be, right? He's supposed to step in and take over where his daddy left off X number of years ago with the Colts, and he's just not that guy.
He can be. He could be. He doesn't have Peyton Manning throwing to him. Okay, he's got Kyler Murray. Come on.
No, but I don't care who's throwing the ball to you. That interception, you should catch that.
Yeah.
If I threw that ball to him, or it hits him in his chest, he gets it with his hands, he bobbles it, he goes here, and he has it in his hands. He doesn't pull it in. I don't care who throws that ball to you. You should catch that.
Yeah.
That interception is 100% on him.
Yeah.
And it's not even up for debate.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry.
You checking any fantasy alerts or anything like that and see who dudded and who?
I had nobody playing today. I had 0 players playing today.
You kept talking about Trey. Oh, you wanted Trey Benson to come through.
Other people were talking about Benson, right?
Yeah.
Duncan was like, "Should I play Trey Benson?" Yes, I really felt like you should have played Trey Benson today. I think Trey Benson's been okay, and then without James Conner there, I felt like Trey Benson should have been a lot better than he was today. He wasn't. That's all there is to it. Whatever.
Okay.
Old school. What? Old school said what, D?
What, D?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
But I don't know, man. Like I actually picked Arizona to win in our Pick'em League today.
Really? That's weird because you hate Kyler Murray, so you thought Sam Darnold was that much worse.
It wasn't that. It was just the last X number of games. There was a lot of history showing that the Cardinals should have won today, and they didn't. Whatever. I don't care.
I swapped it up. I swapped it out last minute. I went from Cardinals. I was like, Cardinals are Seattle. I was like, man, I don't know. They're on the road. Blah blah blah. Let's talk fantasy just real quick because we got some folks in here, anyways. Who scored more points tonight? You think Kyler Murray or Sam Darnold?
Darnold.
Murray by a couple points. He actually put up 22.10 fantasy points, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ran it 5 times for 41 yards. Ooh.
Yeah. Old school said, "Sorry, I'm drunk texting," or should I say, buzz texting to save my face. Old school, be drunk, be buzzed, whatever you are, fucking own it.
Yeah. I will say this: Marvin Harrison definitely saved the day, getting that super late touchdown. 18.6,
right?
6 receptions, 66 yards, tutty, and he had 10 targets. A lot of targets.
So let me ask you this: fantasy wise, should there be a category for a receiver that should have caught a ball and he drops it and it becomes an interception? Should a receiver lose points for that versus the quarterback losing points for that? Because that interception was not on Kyler. Kyler threw a beautiful pass.
You know how I feel about this.
And Marvin dropped it and threw it to the other guy.
Yeah.
George H. Senior TD. What up, gents? Just got offered Jamar Chase for Mbuka and Golden. Your thoughts? Thank you. I absolutely love Mbuka. Golden hasn't done much. I actually expect Golden to have a big week this next week.
Yeah. 'Cause,
But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. You're getting a lot of value.
Yeah.
But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think if you're getting Mbuka and Golden, you're getting a lot of value. But I think I think Mbuka before I was actually had some thoughts over the last couple weeks that Mbuka can be the number one wide receiver for the Bucks with Mike Evans there. And now you don't have Mike Evans there for the next 2 to 4 weeks,
A couple
right?
weeks, yeah.
Um, and I think Golden just gets better as the season goes on. I'm not super excited about the Bucks, or not the Bucks, the
Bengals,
Bengals
Bengals, yeah, Bengals.
with Jake Browning and Jamar Chase. Although I think they start to figure some things out, right? I don't think Jamar Chase is going to be awful. But if you get a chance for Mbuka and Golden, I think I go for Mbuka and Golden over Chase.
Yeah, it's
Where
kinda
you
your
at?
situation if you don't have say you need, like, 2 good, like,
What
serviceable, receivers, and you're willing to give up Chase since the stock took a massive hit, right, with, Burrow going down. He's pretty much out for the season, let's be honest. Um, so then you're looking at, like, "Alright, well, I get 1 good receiver," even though Ibuka is actually he's dealing with some injuries right now, but he is solid. He's had a great year so far. I don't think and especially with Evans going out, I don't think he's supposed to come back, but I don't think he's gonna do anything that great. I like Ibuka here, and I do like Golden as well. The sheer speed of Golden,
but
gets
but also if you're taking 2 players,
who you gotta drop?
you're giving up 1, you're taking 2, who are you dropping,
Yeah.
right? Um,
And do
I
you need receivers?
I think part of that has to factor in on it, and, like, we talked about this a little bit earlier tonight during our first stream.
Mhm.
When you're talking about making a move and making a trade, don't just tell me about what you're doing, I need to see your whole roster. But,
And
I
if
mean,
PPR is standard, it's not good.
on the surface level,
Yeah.
giving up Jamar Chase for Mbuka and Golden, I'll do. Um, I think that's a really good move, and but it's also because Burrow was out, right? But I
Mhm.
also do expect again, I expect Browning to figure some things out, but then you have all this trade talk, um, where you possibly bring on Russell Wilson. I'm not super excited about that. I'm not excited about Russell Wilson on the Bengals. I'll tell you what I would be super excited about. Jameis. If you bring Jameis Winston on to the Bengals, I'm not getting rid of Jamar Chase for Mbuka and Golden because I expect Jamar Chase to do what he does with Jameis there. Because Jameis is a phenomenal quarterback, and I think it would be really great on the Bengals.
Always go through different, trade
Jay late night,
analyzers and
yeah,
things like that.
a little bit,
It's
yeah.
okay.
We're just having some fun.
I always go through, like, trade analyzers and things like that. I like to see what's out there, like, for a roto trade or, it could be any other site. And according to Roto Trade, it says you're giving up a little bit too much for Jamar Chase, or giving up Jamar Chase. He's valued higher than Ibuka and Golden combined.
But
Now,
I think
I
that's
did put that in as a PPR. I would assume that this thing has built in that Burrow's not in, but because his the number the value I see next to his name is just not as high as it's been in the past.
again, I would like to see the rest of the roster, but
Mhm.
just based on, like, everything else being equal, whatever, and you have to cut a player that's not that great, you're cutting I don't know, whoever.
Oh, Michael Lopez in the house. And shout out to the 50 plus people we have over there on X tuning in this late night for a little
Uh,
little rundown. That's awesome.
Michael, of course, MHJ goes off when I finally bench him. Well, I mean, that's the risk that you run, right?
Why would you
The
bench him?
but here's the thing, there are things that don't factor into fantasy that would lead me to be like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna bench Marvin Harrison Jr." The interception is not on Kyler. That interception is on him.
Yeah.
That's him. He had 2 opportunities to catch it
Mhm.
where he should have caught it. If you're an elite wide receiver, you should have caught it twice before you ended up throwing it to the other damn team.
Yeah, he did
Um,
have a rough, week against Carolina and San
but
Francisco. Good
also,
point,
like, at
though.
the
Good
same
point.
time, like, Michael, like, Thursdays are tough
Mhm.
because it's just things are weird. But who did you bench Like, let's be honest, Michael. Who did you bench for Marvin Harrison?
Well, let's say this, he didn't get pulled back out of hell until, like, the last drive.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
2 or
If
3
it's not for
receptions
the
and a touchdown.
TD, if it's not for the last minute TD,
Yeah.
whatever,
He was
right?
going 4 for
Um,
40, and it would've scored you 8 points.
Almost double digits in drops.
I
Yeah,
agree.
he's
I saw
he's
it. I
a
look I
toy.
went to it and saw it. Yeah, I went to
Um,
it and saw it. I
Myers, we'll see. I mean, I don't think
yeah.
Vegas is playing anybody out of control this week.
Well,
Like to be
he's been taking a backseat. This last week, Trey Tucker just took over, but it's like
but
it's every other week, right?
a
It's not
week.
consistent.
It's
Yeah.
a week, right? Let's see.
What's the line when every time someone else, when they blow up one week and the next week, what's the first line in the first summary? Fell back to earth, right? And so I would expect this week for Trey to fall back to earth and Myers gets his action. So
And I actually think Vegas plays Monday. No, they don't play Monday. Sunday afternoon against the Bears.
yeah, got neighbors in
I,
Abuka. So there you go.
hey, I like. I think this is a tough spot. A tough spot for Jackson Dart. I actually would rather have the Jets went with Jackson Dart next week against the Saints versus this week against the Broncos. But I also feel like I think that the Giants should have went with uh, Jameis over Dart. But whatever, you do what you're gonna do. I like
He wants
neighbors.
to get in there.
I love Mbuka. I've loved Mbuka all season, to be honest. Like I drafted him in almost every league I was in. Um, got him mid to late rounds. Um, without Mike Evans there, I think that just kind of helps him. Um,
I was pulling up Jacoby Myers. He's been going down ever since the beginning of the season. I mean, not target wise, but last week he had a terrible week. 17 points against New England, 12 points against Chargers, 11 against Washington. Targets went from 10,
but
12, all the way down to 4.
better teams though, right? Like Washington's a better team than the other two teams. It's just
Well,
how.
Washington and New England are actually pretty close against
Yeah,
receivers.
I mean,
But his targets are down, right? You're talking about 10 targets week 1, 12 targets week 2, and then 4 targets week 3. But
but
all the action, once
do you do
Trey
you
Tucker
chalk that
opened.
up to playing a better team though?
I just said that New England is 7th and Washington is 8th against receivers.
Okay, but
So one had 10 targets, the other had four targets. So it's not like that much
but also
difference.
we're 3 weeks in, right?
Mhm.
I don't know that you necessarily 100% go off of ratings 3 weeks in.
Okay.
Who do you think? If I asked you,
They're not
who's a better
better
team?
or not the best. They have Chicago. Are you all right over there?
I'm good. I'm good. I
Okay.
had hiccups, whatever. But if I asked you right now, who's a better team, Washington or New England? Who are you going to say?
I mean, Washington didn't have their starting quarterback. So,
But defensively.
well, defensively, if you can't keep your offense on the field, your defensive players get worn out. So therefore, they're a little bit less effective. Would you agree?
Eh,
Okay, just
I
making
mean,
sure.
yeah. Jay, a decent game for Benson. A TD would have been nice. It would have been 100%.
Allen was celebrating like he got in until he realized it was DeMarcado.
Lopez Browns, LOL, JP. What are we talking about here? I'm not. I don't want to play the Browns defense this weekend against Detroit. Like
Browns is just tough defense. They're really good.
they
They're good
are
against
they
pressuring.
are. But if you're telling me, hey, play the Browns against one of the best offenses in the league in Detroit, no, I'm gonna bench them. I'm not gonna play him. I'm not gonna pick him up. Um, yeah, it's just not happening this week. If we're looking at defenses, right? This week, let me just scroll through here real quick.
We actually, so if you guys are listening, we actually did. We were on strike up here earlier because we weren't able to do the SB fantasy football. We made our picks and whatnot for 5 games. We did the Bengals game, Lions, Cowboys. What was the two special
We
teams we
w
did?
we did Browns, Lions, Packers, Cowboys, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Rams, Eagles, Bucks.
There you go. So we
Uh,
made some picks there. We didn't do like over under. We just picked against the spread. And just to let you know, we actually invite people in to either call in or join us virtually or whatever to make these picks with us. Otherwise, we got to go against the coin, which the coin knows what's up.
The coin went 4 for 5 for home teams this week.
Yeah,
4 of their picks was the home team.
which
But
is
I'll tell you a defense I really like this week. I love the Packers defense this week. Not only do I love the Pack, we're talking fantasy football. I love the Packers defense. I love the Packers offense. Jordan Love's going to rebound from the shitty performance he had last week against the Browns. I think Matthew Golden's going to have a 50-plus yard TD. Dontavian Wicks, Tucker Craft. I'm all in on Tucker Craft. He had a rough week last week, but the first 2 weeks before that was great. But yeah, I'm all in on the Packers this week, offensively and defensively. I was talking to someone this last week about they needed a QB because they had Burrow or someone who was injured. And he's like, "What about Jordan Love?" I go, "I love Jordan Love." I go, "I like him for this week against the Browns, but I love him for this week." It was last week against the Browns. I love him for this week against the Cowboys.
Michael. Are
You
you
mean my Cowboys? I was only kidding.
are you a realistic Cowboys fan? Or are you like just a we're gonna win, it's our year, type guy? Because we got pals like Melton, right? Melton out there on the road. Shout out to I know he's usually with us on Wednesdays and whatnot, but since we've switched to Thursdays, a little bit more difficult. But he's more realistic. So when he's at the cookout and hosting the game or something like that, most of his family get on his ass because he's like, yeah, this is not the team that's going to do anything. But he's a realistic fella. He's been a Cowboys fan for 50 years. I'm only on the Chargers this week. I've got Herbert, Hampton, Dicker, and defense starting. Hey, I like that. I like that quad stack. I like.
I love Herbert. Hampton, Najee's out. Although, I mean, I don't think the first few weeks you had to worry about Najee. He wasn't getting much. I love Dicker the kicker, 100%. Herbert, since he's hooked up with the old beers, one of the best QBs in the league. I'm just saying. It's just you hook up with quality P and you put up quality play.
I took a 2-year hiatus, but I'm back, baby. All right, I got you. I got you. It happens like that. You know what I mean? And so, a lot of people the homers, man, the homers needed a stress relief. I got you. I got you. But yeah, it's like we're down here in Dallas, so we hear a lot of it. We listen to the ticket and whatnot. And there's some. I think majority of Cowboys fans like realistic. I mean, realistically, I think that most of them are just like, yeah, we're just tired. It's exhausting. And there's not what are we supposed to do, right? And then you have the other folks. It's our year every single year. Yeah, it's been 30 years, but no one cares. It's our year.
And more than that, right?
30 years. 30 years ago from now is
I feel like it's been more.
1995.
I don't know.
1995.
I think they won one. I think their last one was might have been my first year here in Texas. 95,
So
maybe
30 years ago.
maybe into the 96 season, right?
Okay. So 30 years ago.
Yeah, no, I guess it has been. That's insane.
Go get that prostate check, brother.
Oh, fuck.
Be like, hey doc, don't give me the pinky. Put the index all the way in.
It's different whenever it stops feeling like hate and starts feeling like they're just laughing at us. I mean, yeah.
I would say most people
I just
are, because it's, there's fan bases that are quite ridiculous at times, and they're one of them. You know what I mean? It's like I would almost use a thumb,
use a thumb.
give him the old bowling ball grip. It's tough. Jay's in here. He's a Cowboys fan too, and it's like it's one of those things where you're like, I just want something to happen. I just want to feel something, right?
I just want to feel good,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Jerry won't do it,
Lions fan, right? Like I'm a Lions fan, unapologetic, whatever.
really.
I always feel like hey, we've got a chance. And they go through seasons where it's like I like, you know what? I'm not buying in this year, but then they do something. They fucking suck me in. Jay, don't remind me fucking sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know, man. Like,
Well, y'all been like this for a couple of years now, so y'all are borderline. Y'all are right up there. I think with like Cowboy fans, like dealing with Lions fans is
I
one
don't
of the
I
most
no, whoa, whoa,
insufferable
whoa,
things
whoa,
ever.
no, we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
No,
Go on X and go deal with some. You're an ass wipe too, dude. You're just as much.
I am not. I am not
But yeah,
100%. I am not.
everybody else is like
I am
you deal with
I
these
feel like
moments
I'm a
here.
realistic fan. Um,
Is it your year?
yeah, how
Was it
can you
your year
say
last year? Was it
okay,
your year that before that?
the last 2 years and this year, we are arguably one of the top teams in the league,
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah.
right?
What have I been telling you for like the last 3 or 4 years? It's seize the moment because you have to roll with the punch. And now, like with San
Scarface
Francisco being
eats
out of the
nuts.
way, the only team you really have to beat is Philly. And can you beat Philly
No,
in the
he's been
playoffs?
saying it the past 3 seasons, but we've been one
He
of the top
has.
we've been hey, we've arguably been one of the best teams in the league in the last 3 years,
Yeah, but you can't
okay?
win anything.
Um, okay. Well, you know
That
what?
doesn't matter when you play a good team. When y'all play terrible teams, y'all are really good. And I
Okay.
mean, y'all
We
really
just
are good at playing bad teams.
okay, we just curb stomped fucking Baltimore last week. Are they a
You
bad
won
team or a
by
good
like
team?
8, and like, yeah, no, play calling had a lot to do with that. Like, dude, come on. And then King Henry, like, just coughing the ball up like crazy.
Tossing the ball up or a guy making a fucking
Yeah.
great play.
And then what do you got?
It's
So
a
Lamar
guy
hanging
making a
back
great
there
play.
for how many times did you count to 10 and Lamar still had the ball in his hand? Like, dude, it's not that great.
Well,
I don't believe it.
okay.
But yeah, I mean, you'll
So
get to see something like here pretty soon. It doesn't matter. It's week 3. I'm tired of it's like dealing with the Cowboy fan. Like they actually have like a good game or something like that. It's like, you know what? Talk to me week 17, 18, maybe even week 1 of the playoffs. Otherwise, I don't care. Like I just don't care.
hey, at the end of the day, if we don't win the Super Bowl, it doesn't fucking matter, right?
Exactly.
Like
Try to
at
win the
the
Super
end,
Bowl.
but here's the thing. Here's my thing.
All right.
We're way better than we've been. We have hope.
You got to.
We have a good team in place. Um, I was losing my shit during this offseason where it was like, well, Detroit's done because they lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. Well, here's the thing. If you follow anything with Detroit football, for the last 2 years, every week everyone's like, fire Aaron Glenn, fire Aaron Glenn, fire Aaron Glenn. He's trash. But then when he leaves the team and becomes a coach somewhere, it's like, well, Detroit's not going to be good defensively because they lost Aaron Glenn. No,
Is
here's
that
the
why
thing.
they went to the Jets?
Yeah.
That guy's an
But
idiot.
well, he's not an idiot. He's a good coach.
Yeah, I just
But
say that because he was like celebrating on the sideline, and I was like, there's
well,
like 4 minutes left.
but but when they score that touchdown, they're only down by 7,
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
right?
no. But
Like, it's
they
not
got
like
the lead.
here's my thing with all that. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, his team makes a great play. He's celebrating it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh well.
I think
After
he's
the
just
fact,
excited to be there,
everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, no, look at Aaron Glenn celebrate this touchdown. Their team lost. Yeah, but here's the
Yeah, I
thing:
thought it
if
was
they
funny.
win that game, they were down by 7 with 5, 6 minutes left in the game, still within grasp. Okay.
I was looking up sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the Super Bowl winners, like, from BetMGM. And so right now you got the Bills at plus 425. You got the Ravens still at 550, which I don't believe in the Ravens at all. I think they're frauds. Packers plus 750, Eagles plus 750, Lions plus 1,000, Chiefs plus 1,400, Chargers plus 1,500. The Niners are somehow in contention here or in the top whatever plus
I don't I
1,800.
don't I don't get the
There's
Niners.
no effing way. There's
Like,
no
even
effing way.
like this year, like, let's just look at, like, this year, and
Mhm,
let's look at fantasy.
mhm.
CMC's been hot dog water.
It's not been terrible.
He hasn't been good.
Well, there's nothing else. Everybody's hurt. They know where the ball's going. This isn't like a trivia, like, oh, whatever. But C, you just pick and C every time. Yeah, C, 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 because that's where the ball's going.
I'm picking you know what? But, like, fantasy-wise, I want nothing to do with CMC. Um, I didn't think it was gonna be that great when the season started.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that great. He had a great week 1, I think. Week 2s and week 3, meh. Um, I expect that trend to go on, meh. Like, He's not a first round pick. And at the end of the year, you're gonna sit back and look and be like, was CMC a first round talent? And he's not going to be.
I mean, who's the RB1 right now in like PPR leagues?
Is Gibbs?
No, it's Taylor. Who's RB2?
Okay. Tell
James
me.
Cook.
You're
Who's
okay.
RB3?
Okay. Who?
CMC.
Okay. Well,
So I don't know where this hate's coming from. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if you had a couple. You obviously look like you've had a couple drinks tonight. So
I've had several drinks tonight.
you know,
But I'm just telling you right now, at the end of the season, CMC won't be top 10.
I mean that's a pretty safe bet because you're banking on he gets hurt, right? Because any season that he is been
It's not
healthy,
even that. I just don't think the 49ers are that great. Like,
well, any season
honestly.
he's finished, he's actually been like top 3,
Okay.
haven't it? Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think that's
He's been
facts.
healthy through the season.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think Michael CMC is like second in receiving.
Yeah. He's got 25 receptions for 213 yards and a touchdown, and no one else is even freaking close. He's out kicking like receivers at this point.
Yeah, Jay,
213 yards.
I just don't trust him. He's like glass. Yeah.
I feel you. But
It's just
there's some seasons that he
again,
makes it all the way through, and there's some
we're
seasons he
3
don't.
weeks in. We're 3
That's
weeks
it.
in.
Yeah, just 3 weeks.
And I feel like his scores have gotten worse over the 3 weeks.
Really?
I think it was really good week 1. He was okay week 2. I don't think it was shit week 3.
All right, you wanna hear it?
Yeah, tell me.
23.2 points week 1, 22.70 points week 2, 24 points week 3. So he's actually his week 3 was better than his week 1 and week 2. And his
Barely,
targets went up too.
but I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's
he's
not getting the end zone though. That's what's holding him back. I think that's what's hurting you about that. I think it's he's not getting the end zone. If he gets in the end zone, he's getting up there. Yeah, I think my score has gone to S each week. Yeah, everybody's score. It's been a rough year.
Michael. Well, but Michael, hey,
It's been a rough year.
hey, you're one of my guys. Hey, we go 0-3. Who cares? Who cares?
We're gonna go and
We went 0-3 last year,
I
and
can't wait.
we rebounded, right?
Yeah.
But also like we're gonna let's be honest. I'm gonna go through it every week this year. 0-1 to all the way to 0-16 or
The
whatever.
run starts. There you go.
The run starts. That's what I'm
It's
talking
time.
about,
It's
Michael.
time.
You know, 0-3 don't mean shit. Doesn't mean nothing.
Ooh, I just
Uh,
realized that number went up. Hold on, let me see what I got there. What I got here. Nice.
what do you got going on there, Chief?
I was looking at my so with BetMGM, if you go into different states that has BetMGM, which I was in Massachusetts, so I hammered out a bunch of bets before I came back home.
How'd those work out for you?
They seem like they did just fine.
You all right?
I looked at that number and go, ooh, okay.
Oh, oh.
You win a couple, you lose a couple. But yeah, no, I hammered out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bets.
Okay. I'll be back in a second. And I got a question to ask you.
Let's go ahead and go. We can leave.
Well,
You ready to go?
I gotta go drain the main
All right.
vein.
All right.
But
See
when
ya.
I come back, I got a question to ask you, and it's a big one football wise.
You always say that. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, tonight, as we were watching the game, I had picked Arizona to win, and then Lizzie and I were sitting there checking it out, and we're like, "Hey, what do you?" I was like, "Man, I don't know. I don't know if I got it." It's like I want Arizona to win this game, but I don't feel like they're going to. And it was like a 1.5 difference, like a point. I think Seattle had a point and a half. They had to cover a 1.5. And so I'm like looking at her. I'm like, I don't know. He's got to do something right now. Of course, I had Sam Donald on one of my teams. Like I got to. I don't know. I was like, I still somehow believe in Kyler Murray. I was like, I don't know. So, anyways, I swap it out at the last minute, and I pick him. I was like, all right, screw it. Yeah, it seems like he always promises a big one and never hits. Never a big one. It's the smallest little nub you've ever seen in your life. He'll come back and he'll be like, "Hey man, I got a question for you. Let me, whatever." But anyway, so I was like, "All right, let's do this." So I went Seattle at the last minute. He told me he took Arizona. So we're sitting there watching the game. It's coming down to it. The Myers misses a kick. Kyler drives the field, touchdown to Marvin Harrison. I was like, cool. And I was like, well, here we go. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, they tie it up, and then Myers hits the game winner because they kicked it in the no-fly zone. It was out of the landing zone, so they got it on the 40. You only had to go 20 freaking yards for a competent QB or a competent kicker to win that game. And it was nice. I'll tell you what, it was real freaking nice. So he looks like he was running for his life. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing that makes me giggle or smile harder than Kyler Murray running with that damn ball
He,
out here. I mean, he looks like a toddler with a hot pocket.
I was gonna say he looks like a toddler that just took your cell phone.
Yeah, there you go. Tyler just took your cell phone.
Kyler saved the day with that last drive too. He wasn't doing so hot. I mean, but do you say he saved the day, or is like, hey, you shit the bed the first 3 quarters?
Well, he saved his fantasy day, and he actually
like
put his team in a position to win. Yeah, it looks
right,
like right. Yeah,
like just don't suck the whole first 3 quarters, and you're doing better,
yeah.
right?
He just he had a terrible game. But one of those interceptions obviously wasn't his fault. It's Marvin Harrison that popped it up in the air. But the other one is totally on him. But it just he was throwing the ball to open field to nobody. He was looking at nobody.
He legit threw one to the grass.
Yeah.
That nobody was within 15 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this question. I have a question to ask you. So everything came out today about everyone being nominated for the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay.
Okay, but one of those guys was Frank Gore. Do you think Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer or just a guy that just played a long ass time?
I mean, wouldn't you give someone credit for playing for 25 years? The longevity of the guy.
But okay, well,
the crazy thing is he doesn't have any like rushing records to go along with it.
Jay, is this the big one?
This is the big one.
But he was never like at any point in time. Did you like watching Frank Gore play? Yeah. Were you like, this guy's a Hall of Famer? No, I'm right there with you. I think Frank Gore was a really good player. I think he played a long ass time.
Yeah.
And by playing a long ass time, yeah, he's top 5 all-time NFL rusher. But I never looked at him. I don't think he was ever the best runner in the league in any of the seasons he was in. Like,
how many 1,000-yard rushing years do you think he's had? He's been in the league 15 years. Or wasn't he?
I think he might have had 2.
9.
9,000-yard years?
9 1,000-yard years and 2 and if he would have just got like 30 more yards in 2 more years, he would have had 11.
He
missed 1,000 in 2017 with the Colts, missed 1,000 in 2015 with the Colts.
I never looked at him as like, man, this guy's just he's got it. Like,
he scored 10 touchdowns in 2009 with San Fran. You know what's crazy is he was with San Francisco from 2005 2014 and then went to Indy for 2015 to 2017. And
never
so
knew he was with Indy.
If he would
never knew he was with Indy.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, well, and then he went to Miami, he went to Buffalo, went to the Jets, right? So then you're like, okay, well, it got a little, whatever at the end. But yeah, I mean, he most of his years he spent with San Fran, and then he tacked on 3 more with Indy. It's like, but he just kept he wanted to play a couple more years. But yeah, I mean, and most of the time he played most of the season, missing just like 1 game.
All right. Michael said he is the definition of workhorse. Jay said he was a good, strong runner. But, like, I never looked at him as, like, this guy is, like I never looked at him and thought he was special. I never looked at him and said, this is a Hall of Famer, right? Yeah, I think he just had longevity, right?
But think about all those years now that he's got 1,000 rushers. He's making it in. He's going in. He's absolutely.
I don't think he's a first ballot guy.
You don't think so?
No.
Wait, this can't be right. Hold on, I'm gonna have to tell. Hold on, this cannot be right.
Okay. Well,
all right. What's his total yards? Total rushing yards or total yards
I
rushing.
think he's somewhere between 3 to 5 overall, um,
3 to 5
rushing
what?
most yards in league history.
Oh, okay. No, I was looking at all his yards, right? And I was looking from the total. And it's funny as hell because it's an even number.
Okay,
He's got 16,000 yards.
okay.
I was like, that's wild as shit that it's like just a crazy ass even number.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the Jets said at the end. Like, you know what, get this guy 1 more yard or 3 more yards or something like that. But his average is,
Michael said football is different from basketball, though. I just never looked at him like, uh, to me, it's like if I look at the guy.
did he come into town one time and didn't give you like an autograph or something? Is that what your
No,
problem is
no,
with him?
no.
He did something.
I
Did
just
he
never
did he
thought
play
he
Who's
was
the
a Hall
Boss
of
with your
Famer.
mom or something?
I just never thought he was a Hall of Famer. I never thought he was like. I never looked at him as like, man, this guy's a special and one of the best out there. I never thought that. I think it's just a longevity thing. He played for so many fucking years.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think that's
He
what it
was a
is at
decent
the end of the day.
receiving back as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was just giving you rushing. Um,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
BTJ or Lad this week and ROS. I don't know what ROS is.
Rest of the season. That's what he means.
Okay, so BTJ. Here's my issue with BTJ.
I mean, lad.
He's dealing with a ankle, not ankle,
Wrist.
wrist injury,
Yeah, wrist.
and that's affecting some things. Um, I don't know that I go Lad because I feel like Keenan Allen's almost been better,
He's
but
good. Yeah.
he's also old, and I think at a certain point in time, he'll start to kind of fade away. Um,
I
ah,
don't know,
man,
man. Allen's where it's at, brother.
what's
But I
what's
do like lad. If Brian Thomas can get his, injuries under control and things like that, yeah, I would much rather have him. I mean, obviously, Lad had a hell of a year last year, right? He was a PPR magnet, just or targets left, right, and center. But with Keenan Allen there now, he's soaking up a lot of those targets. A lot of those targets.
but also like just be patient, right? Um, we're 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
Through
Do you
the
have
first
both on your
5 through
you
through
have
the
both
first
on
5
your lineup here, or what do we got here?
me?
No,
Or
no, I'm saying, does he have both in his lineup,
well,
or
he's
does
asking,
he
like,
wanna
who do I
trade?
play? I actually like the Jags against the 49ers this week. Um,
Bosa's done for the season.
and then you have the Chargers playing, the Giants. That's my thing. I like the Chargers playing the Giants, so I actually think give me the Lad this week, just based off the matchup, um, because 'cause they're playing the Giants, and the Giants just suck.
Who's playing the
Uh,
Army
what do
game this week over in
what do you
Ireland?
what do you think it is with BTJ? I think he's ankle or not ankle,
It's a
wrist
wrist
injury,
thing. Yeah.
right? And that's a big thing for a receiver, but I think BTJ will be good as the season goes on.
Oof.
Think he's just playing through something? Yeah, I think he is. 100%. Need to trade for 1 RB. What are we doing, Noah? Like,
Yeah, both are on my team. Okay, so he's saying he has BTJ and Lad. That's a good problem to have. Unfortunately, he got another problem. RB2 is Pacheco, and
oh,
that's an issue.
I wanna keep BTJ and Lad. Like, I want both of those guys because I think at the end of the year, I think they're
Oh,
both
he
close
wants
to
to yeah, he wants to trade one to get an RB because he doesn't have an
well,
RB2. Pacheco
what's
right
the
now is almost
okay,
free.
Noah, just tell 1, are you PPR? And what's your roster look like?
Yeah,
Like, tell
throw your
me
roster in there.
like, tell us if you're PPR and tell us what your roster looks like. Um, here's a guy I think you might be able to.
Now
I have
here's the guy.
Puka and Devontae. I
Ooh.
like both of those guys. Um, and then you have BTJ and
Lad.
uh, Lad. I mean, that's 4 solid, right? Pitt versus Min
Oh, that's
overseas
what it
this
is.
week.
Yeah. That'd be a fun game. You gotta get up early for that one. 8:30, if 8:30 kick. in Ireland.
RB1, Jordan Mason, RB2, Pacheco, RB3, Tune. You got to get somebody. Yeah, Noah, you got to trade someone.
You don't have a starting
You,
running
you,
back. I
you
mean, you
need
have
to.
Mason
I
now.
mean, you have Jordan Mason now, right?
Yeah.
And Pacheco is a starting running back, and I think
I put Tootin in at
I
this point.
think Tune starts to kind of take over. I'm not a big ETN guy, um, but you need somebody. So yeah, obviously you want to trade, and whether you want to trade Lad or BTJ, whoever will get you more, right? I'm okay with trading off both of them. Plus, because you also have Puka and Devontae, which I think they're both. I mean, maybe you trade Devontae. He's had 2 big weeks the last 2 weeks. But I also think Puka is the guy out there, and Puka's outperformed in the last 2 weeks. But do you want to keep carrying Puka and Devontae? I don't know. Let's get rid of Devontae. Let's keep Puka, and then let's keep BTJ and Lad. That's my thought on that.
Yeah. Bundle somebody with Devontae Adams and move along.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you'll get something. You'll get mid range. You'll get an RB2 for Devontae Adams. You should be able to. Let's be honest. Someone will be dying to have Devontae as a wide receiver 2 or a flex. And if you bundle someone with him, maybe Tootin. I mean, maybe you can bundle Tootin in there. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate the sub.
Yeah, thank
Come
you,
in.
Noah. I mean, and when
Oh,
you start to figure out what you're going to do for a trade, hit us up and send us a message. Send us a message. You can hit us up on any of our shorts or any of our videos on. Oh shit, we're on Strike
yeah.
Up here.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him that
Okay,
since I'm
Noah,
normal.
check us out. SB Fantasy Football. That's where we talk. That's our other podcast where we just talk fantasy football.
We've just been
So
drinking tonight, so we're here.
and we do a bunch of lives over there. Typically do a live Thursdays before the game, but I didn't get home in time. It is what it is. Was out drinking, having some fun, but we do lives over there on. I do a Saturday Night Live. We do a bunch of shorts over there. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, all of those.
Yeah.
But go check us out, SP Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yeah. This is our main one. We've been doing
Yeah.
this one for a while. Did leave any for Dave Allen? What?
I
Oh,
don't
did you leave any beers for me? Yeah, no, I went to the Ranger game today, so I've had a couple myself and I've enjoyed. We actually
we both were day drinking today.
yeah, during the mainstream we had the Sam Adams Jacko, and then we did a
That's what I'm
what,
drinking right now. Sam
what was that
Adams
other one?
Jack.
We had a Fireball Blazing Apple we just recorded, and then we had a terrible beer from Lagunitas. We had
Yeah,
Jesus, you can hear
fruit
this
punch.
around. It sounds like Peter Griffin over there rummaging around.
I was trying to find that.
Yes, you're here and we're talking fantasy.
we
Yeah,
had
we
we
this
had
how this whole
Dealing Oktoberfest too.
this is how this whole thing started, right? In Strikeout Beer. But now we've SP Fantasy Football is where we generally do that. So, but yeah, roll on over there, drop a sub, join the lives because we handle it just like we handle it here. We answer your questions, we have a little bit of fun, and that's it.
But it's also like we don't you say, hey, should I start this guy or this guy? We just don't say start Steve. We tell you, we walk you through our process and what we're thinking. Hey, I think you should start Steve, and here's why I think you should start Steve. We're not the guys who just says do this, do that, right? We talk through the process, we go through it. Sometimes we disagree with you, and sometimes you disagree with us. But I think all in all, I think we do a pretty damn good job. And if you follow the tagline for SP Fantasy Football, gosh darn it, we try hard. You know, we want to get you guys those dubs. We want to get you guys those wins. Let's have some fun. Let's win some games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Another beautiful Thursday night of football there. Lucky you got a couple days off before. I'll tell you this, as we mentioned before, there's an overseas game, number one for the people. There you go.
That's it. We're here for the people.
As we mentioned, so the Saturday night stream that Alan's going to do this week, get those lineups and everything set because there is an 8:30 game over in Ireland, so it will affect you a little bit. I think it's Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Jay said they try so hard and they're hard while they try. always rock hard while we try for you, Jay.
Yeah.
Always. Especially for you, Jay. Like, if Jay asks me a question, I'm like, "Hey."
That's the
Oh,
only
first thing
fans I
I look down, I go,
yeah.
yep, okay, let me answer this question now."
I miss the OnlyFans days. It was interesting. It was interesting to say the
Yeah.
least.
A dick's out for Harambe. That's all I gotta say. But yeah. No, I mean, we want to help you guys win, right? And we're going to do whatever we can to help you guys win. We'll go through it. We'll talk through it. We'll figure it out. We have Strikeout Beer. We have SB Fantasy Football. We have our Patreon page for Strikeout Beer where we just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. But also, we ask you guys what you want us to talk about. We talk about that. Yeah. Uh, those were wild times in SB lore. I mean, and just a heads up, like right now for like SB Fantasy Football, um, we're actually going to have subscriptions for SB Fantasy Football on TikTok, and there'll be some benefits for that. Or like one of the benefits is going to be like, hey, you have a direct line to us, send us a message, and we will always answer your questions, right? And a few other things, but yeah, we're going to have subscriptions for TikTok, and we'll figure out a couple things for that, get that shit going, and just I don't know, man, just have some fun.
I'll be honest, Jay. I miss those times. I miss 5 years ago, just going crazy
Yeah, part
instead.
of that is, hey, Jay, just be honest, I fucked that shit up. And I didn't have a lot. I didn't have a lot of sleep. I had too much to drink, and then I drove home and I fucked shit up. And
No, that was after Friendsgiving, but yeah, no, or Drinksgiving. But yeah, no, I miss those days. I remember, just hanging out and just sitting there all night, just blasting Post Malone, and we'd go live 3 or 4 times,
oh, I fall apart.
and we'd have people pop in and ask questions and just chat it up with us. It'd be late, so late. And then, you know, during 2020, a little bit past that, it fed right into it. Like, it just got worse. So, oh boy,
Uh,
that's a big old yawn. You ready to go? Because
uh,
we have to do a Patreon something, don't we?
yeah, we're gonna do something for Patreon. We
Yeah,
got a few more beers. We're gonna have some fun.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Jay, are you, I'm assuming Jay is back local. But let me know, Jay. Um, you got a couple Oktoberfest beers for us. I got some beers for you. I obviously you got one beer. We have two left. One for me, one for RD. I'm not just gonna come and take those beers. I'm gonna give you something to replace it. A little bit more. Those were fun times, man. Love y'all, dude. Jay, we love you.
It was such a
You
good
know,
time.
we say Jay, you're one of the OGs. Like you look back at it, it's Mike Graham and it's Jay.
Yeah,
Those were our first two guys.
yeah.
And Mike Graham, like let's be honest, Mike Graham doesn't count. I'm local, I'll hit you up. Yeah, Jay, send me a message personally. I will come and let's do this shit. But also like Jay, like let me throw this out there. Jay, I'll come, I'll get the beers from you. I'll bring you some beers. When I come and pick them up, I'll bring something for both of us to have. I'll record it and let me post it.
Oh, okay. I was
How
like,
about
"Buddy, good trying to give him chlamydia."
No, 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 no. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to give him
The hippie?
not chlamydia, but
Oh god.
syphilis.
Oh,
Syphilis.
okay.
I got syphilis right now. So, uh,
Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
but yeah, Jay, let's do that. I want to do a beer review with you, Jay. So let me know when you're going to be home. This weekend will be tough. Kiddos got a bunch of games this weekend, but let's figure something out. I'll come over one night. We'll knock something out. We'll record it. Let me post it. All that fun stuff. We're bringing the OF back for one more vid. Let's go, Jay.
Going
Let's
tip to
go,
tip.
Jay. Let's
Little
go,
dick
Jay.
chicken. You're gonna do a little dick chicken out there.
Yeah, he's a little gay chicken. Spoiler alert: I'm going to win,
He's
but
not backing down from anything. All
I'm
right.
not backing down. But yeah, we'll figure some stuff out. We'll come get those beers from you. We'll give you some beers. We'll have some. We'll have some fun, Jay. Send me a message directly to me. And we'll get that figured out. We'll do that. But yeah, man, we're just trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna record a couple more videos, maybe a beer review, some Patreon stuff, whatever. Let's have some fun.
It's gonna be buzzball tonight. Buzzball to finish off the night.
Oh shit! I don't think we can do buzzball tonight.
You are such a fucking loser.
I have it, but I don't think it's in my fridge.
Who cares?
So,
Drink it fucking hot.
I don't want to drink it fucking hot.
Put it
Maybe
on
if we get
ice.
a couple more beers. You know
No.
what? I can get. I'll put it in the freezer and get buried with some ice. We'll make the fucking okay. All right. But you know what, guys? Hey, let me tell you this right now. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will give all of you chlamydia and let's have some fun. Right?
God.
If we all have it, it's not that bad. Drink it hot, you fairy. J. If there's anything you should know, I'm for the people. If that's what the people want, that's what I'm here for. I love you guys. And you know what? Let's raw dog it and have some fun. Drink it up for the people. That's right, Michael. Hey, for Michael.
Chug. All right.
Let's get those dubs.
Yeah.
Let's chug. Anyone wants chlamydia, just let me know. I'll give it to you.
God,
I love you guys. As always, I'm Alan.
RD.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.